was this particular case of murder. I was just called into the office and said, please, so and so person. It's as if the way we are seeing it, you have to go and remove his statement, expunge everything that touches him, I told them, I said, look, I have done my investigation. I have written my report. I have submitted already. It's not even in my hands now to go and start expunging what?
In a society where corruption threatens public trust, where incivility, extortion, and bribery have slowly become the expected norm, one man counters every negative narrative. This is the story of a man restoring hope, rebuilding trust, and redefining policing one act of integrity at a time.
I am CSP Mathias Nuhu, the OC in charge of Safer Highway in Akwa Ibom State Police Command Headquarters. I had admired police officers when I was little in PMF uniforms. I grew up in a setting where you were always told the fear of God. We grew up with values of respect, honesty. So when I joined the police force, I knew firsthand that what you do is service to humanity. So these values have helped me, professionally, to know that when you are in a place like this, you stand in the gap for people who seek justice.
Nuhu Mathias is an upright person, very trustworthy, is a man of integrity, is a man who does not compromise anything funny, is a man that doesn't ask for anything in line of his duty.
When you see people approaching police checkpoints, I think that is where you get this issue of corruption coming in. They say the police are just waiting to collect whether 2020 naira. Well, that was then anyway. When I joined the force, I didn't see myself doing that, or maybe perhaps waiting for someone to say, oh God, this is your returns or stuff like that. It didn't even occur to me. And so I came straight with my values and I just made up my mind to be a police officer, do my job. After all, I'm being paid. So what else am I looking for again?
CSP Nuhu Mathias is our OC Safer Highway. I know him since assumed duty here. He's a man of integrity. He's doing his job without much supervision, and he's among the best officers we have in this our command. He supervises his men very well, because we have many roads that links to this state, and the highway patrol vehicles are scattered all over the state, but he was able to all the time follow it up, check them, performing their duties very firm and very civil to the members of the public.
In my own way, the moment you are asked to go on bail, you have to go on bail because bail is free. And that is the general slogan. I am able to uphold that in the performance of my duty. My route is just for me to ensure that people get justice at no cost.
He is somebody that doesn't compromise standard at all. He walks the way work should be done. He is a very straightforward personality, very upright in his dealings, and doesn't compromise standard. A man who believes so much in himself, above all, a very God-fearing personality.
There was this particular case of murder. Some men were hired to go and get a particular land document from an old man. When the young men, rather the hoodlums, went to get the document, they entered into a scuffle with the old man. And I don't know, they hit him somehow and the man slumped and he died. 3 of them were arrested, brought to the station. They made separate statements as to touching the village council. One day I was just called into the office and said, please, so and so person. It's as if the way we are seeing it, you have to go and remove his statement, expunge everything that touches him, I told them, I said, look, I have done my investigation. I have written my report. I have submitted already. It's not even in my hands now to go and start expunging what? At the end of the day, all of those suspects were charged to court. In fact, I had to also advise myself to go and get photocopies of that case file in case it went sour.
He's a straightforward man who did not tolerate indiscipline. He's not involved in anything called corruption as a policeman.
Specifically, I tell my men, I don't exert pressure on anybody to give me any returns. So I don't expect you to go out there and start charging people on the highway to bring any returns for me or anything. And if by any chance you are caught in that web, you will have to go down for it.
Nuhu is very honest and he's also sympathetic at times. He is not the type that would want to see somebody being maltreated or being mishandled.
So he's always very cool and calm in his job, and he has never had problem with either the officers or his junior that work with him. He's a very contented officer who believes that whatever God gives him is enough for him. He doesn't believe in extortion or whatever to be able to do the job.
If he's not a person of integrity, by now we could have received a lot of complaints on corrupt practices or the attitude of his men, lack of incivility to the members of the public. But all these things are not there.
As a police officer, just stay true to your calling. When people look at you on uniform, they see hope. Those who are troubled see justice. So if you don't stay true to your calling, you dash their hopes. And at the end of the day, the image, the battered image, comes back to the force.
No, Mathias is a person of high integrity.
In my 5 years of working with him, that he is a man of integrity.
He's a person of integrity.
He is a man of integrity.
Mathias is an officer with integrity.